These viral AI Lost Warships videos are pulling in millions of views right now. And the best part is that you can create them for free. In this video, I'll show you the full process step by step. By the end, you'll have everything you need to make and publish your first one today. Just look at this channel. It gained millions of views from these videos. This is strong evidence that this niche is in high demand. Step 1. Analyze the top performing videos. Open Gemini. Go to the Lost War Machines channel and sort by popular. Copy the links to their top 5 videos. Then go to the document in the description and copy the analysis prompt. Paste both the prompt and the links into Gemini and send. What Gemini does here goes beyond surface-level description. It breaks down the structural DNA of what makes those videos perform. The way each video opens, the specific historical angle that frames the story, the pacing of the visuals, the emotional tone that runs through the video. You're not studying these videos casually. You're extracting a blueprint. Pay close attention to patterns that repeat across multiple videos. If a particular narrative structure appears in most of the top performers, perhaps starting with a dramatic moment before pulling back to historical context, that's not a coincidence. That's a formula worth understanding. If a specific era of naval history dominates the top results, that's audience preference speaking directly to you. Write everything down. These observations become the foundation of every creative decision that follows. Step 2. Generate your topic ideas. Without leaving Gemini, go back to the document in the description and copy the topic generation prompt. Paste it in and send it exactly as written. No modifications needed here. What Gemini produces is a set of topic ideas engineered to share the same DNA as the videos it just analyzed. These aren't generic suggestions. They're built from the specific patterns, tones, and angles that already proved themselves with real audiences. Choose the topic that you find most compelling and move forward with it. Step 3. Generate your image prompts. Go back to the document and copy the image creation prompt. Before sending it, find the topic field inside the prompt and replace it with the topic you just chose. Then send. Gemini will generate a series of image prompts, one for each visual scene in your video. Each prompt is built around your specific topic, which means every image you generate will feel like it belongs to the same story rather than a disconnected collection of maritime visuals. Step 4. Generate your images in Gemini. Open Gemini, click on Tools, then select Create Image. Then paste the first image prompt and send. The results will be cinematic and detailed in a way that immediately communicates production quality to anyone watching. Download the image that looks strongest to you, the one with the most visual drama, the clearest sense of scale, the lighting that feels most atmospheric. Then, paste your second prompt and repeat the process for every remaining image. A few things to evaluate when selecting between generated options. Does the ocean feel genuinely vast rather than contained? Does the lighting create tension rather than flat illumination? Warship content lives or dies on atmosphere. Prioritize images that feel heavy with history rather than clean and modern. The difference between a mediocre image and a great one in this niche isn't technical quality, it's whether the image makes you feel the weight of what you're looking at. If an image could pass for a modern naval photograph, it's the wrong choice. You want something that feels like it was pulled from a different century. Once all your images are generated and saved in a single organized folder, move to the next step. Step 5. Animate your images in Google Labs Flow. Open Google Labs Flow. Set the mode to video generation, select VO 3.1, choose landscape aspect ratio, and set output to 1 per generation. Go back to the document and copy the scene generation prompt. Paste it in and send. Gemini will produce a motion prompt for each scene, instructions that tell VO 3.1 not just what to show, but how to move through it. Slow camera drifts across a vast ocean surface, hit differently than a static frame. The motion itself becomes part of the storytelling. Now work through your scenes one by one. For each scene, upload the corresponding image into the start field. This anchors the video generation to your specific image, rather than letting the model invent its own visual starting point. Then paste the scene prompt and generate. Work through every scene this way. Download each clip as it generates. Name them in sequence and keep them in the same folder as your images. Step 6. Edit in CapCut. Open CapCut, create a new project, and import all your scenes. Place them in the timeline in order. Watch everything from start to finish and remove any scene that doesn't hold up visually. If a clip looks weak, unconvincing, or simply less impressive than the others? Cut it without hesitation. Every scene that remains should earn its place. Now comes the most important element of the entire video, the context hook. Watch your full edit again and identify the 4 or 5 most visually explosive moments across all your scenes. Cut short segments from each of these moments and place them at the very beginning of the video, before anything else. Not one clip, not 2, 4 or 5 back-to-back, each one hitting hard enough that the viewer feels compelled to keep watching to understand what they just saw. This technique works because it reframes the psychology of watching. Instead of asking the viewer to invest in a story from scratch, you're showing them the payoff first and making them want to understand how it got there. The hook creates a question in the viewer's mind. And how did it happen? And the rest of the video answers it. That structure often leads to higher retention than a conventional linear opening. It's the single most impactful editing decision you'll make in this entire workflow, so don't rush it. Spend real time finding your strongest moments and selecting the best combination. Step 7. Use 2 different music tracks. Music in this format isn't background decoration, it's structural. The hook and the main video require completely different emotional registers, and treating them with the same track flattens the emotional arc you just built. For the hook, go to Epidemic Sound or YouTube's free audio library and find music categorized as shock or impact, something with immediate tension that hits the viewer the moment the video starts. This music lives exclusively in the hook section and creates urgency that signals something significant is about to be revealed. Once the hook ends and the main video begins, switch completely. Return to Epidemic Sound or YouTube's audio library and search for music that evokes the ocean, exploration, and the weight of history. Something that pulls the viewer into a world of deep water and forgotten stories. This second track runs through the body of the video and defines its emotional atmosphere from that point forward. This is the final video. Before you write your title, study the titles of the top performing videos on the Lost War Machines channel one more time. Don't try to invent a new title style. Model yours directly on what's already proven to work in this niche. The titles that perform here name a real historical event or vessel, carry a sense of scale or tragedy, and make the reader feel like they're about to uncover something that was lost to history. That feeling is the entire emotional premise of this niche. Your title should reflect it immediately. Mark the video as altered content when you upload it because it is realistic. If you want more viral faceless AI niches like this, watch the playlist on your screen right now.